Hey guys, Gary here. Thanks for watching. I'm not really sure why you do, but so I don't know. Maybe a little while ago, you guys might have recognized that over on my Facebook page, the link's down there. I threw up my channel sponsor logos a while back up on the main picture. I don't know what they call that, the big one, not the little one. And I put up there, like I told you before. Dave White at NSR became a channel sponsor, and in addition to that, Bill Peters and Rachel over at Yeti-Tac are also a channel sponsor. And like I've done a video or two. I've done some videos with Bill's stuff in it. Went down to Oklahoma and hung out with the whole family. What awesome people, like just absolute good people. My wife and I think the Peters are awesome, and trying to find a reason to have to go back to Oklahoma so we can see him again. And anyway, with that, so Bill sponsored the channel a little while back, and so we started talking about some stuff that we could do that maybe I couldn't get anywhere else. And he was certainly open to the ideas, so I was like, all right, let's pencil these out and see what we can come up with. And we basically had two ideas, and one of them is still top secret because we're still working on it. But the other one is I was looking for a holster, inside the waistband holster, that fit a certain need that maybe a lot of folks don't have, but some might. And so here was the problem that I came up with. I like to wear inside the waistband, over here on my hip, like where Colonel Cooper intended it. None of that fucking stupid dick stuff. I'm just messing with you guys. Appendix is fine. I'm too short to make it work. Anyhow, so carrying it over there, anytime you put a backpack on that has a waist strap, they don't work together. Like the pistol's got to come off to put the waist strap of the backpack on. And it would be the same if you were carrying appendix as well. So there's options out there for doing that kind of thing. And like saying, oh, wear a drop leg. Only if you've never fucking walked a long ways while wearing a drop leg, because it's fucking horrible. I know, like, some companies make some chest mounted things and that aren't cheap, and I haven't tried enough to know how well they work. And some people have said, oh, we'll just put the holster on the belt of the waist pack. If the belt's capable, or the holster, you can probably make anything work with enough ingenuity. If it's, doesn't look like it'll work real easy, you can put some work into it, it will. The problem then is, if you take the backpack off, you're unarmed. So, what I did was I used a fanny pack, and I would put the pistol in the fanny pack. And the only issue was I had a holster in the fanny pack for the pistol. Now the holster that was on my waist I had to put somewhere, so I'd end up putting it in the backpack, and then I have this second holster over here. And the problem might be, what if I was wearing my shield that day, and the holster inside fits my full-size M&P? What if I was carrying the Glock 19 that I picked up in January, which I didn't pay for? No buying of Glocks was happening. Anyhow, what if I had that and my M&P holster was in there? So it presented some problems. So would I have 3 holsters for the fanny pack maybe, and I would just put the other 2 I'm not using plus the one on my waist in my backpack? It seemed like a lot of bullshit. So what I talked to Bill about was I really liked the Yeti 07. And that was the first holster I got from him, as a matter of fact. That actually came with that Cryptek one that I lit on fire, because I said, if you send me a Cryptek holster, I'm going to light it on fire. There's a video. I'll put the link somewhere. And so anyhow, I said, well, can we do one of those and put an extra grommet in it so that I could tie it off inside the fanny pack? So now I can just use the holster that I have with me all the time, open the fanny pack up, stuff it in there, tie it off to this extra grommet, and now I don't have to figure out what to do with the holster and which gun, doesn't matter, because they'd all have this extra grommet in them. And he said, yeah, I could probably, work something out like that. So went through the prototyping, checking it out, and like he had to change some molds around to do what he needed it to do on all that Kydex world of stuff and that I don't understand. And finally got it hashed out the way I like. So if you look right here, it's cool MMP with the multicam black paint job on it. Backwoods Customs did that, and I'm gonna actually do a video on some more Backwoods Custom stuff. I'm still waiting on a few more things to get here from Chris over there, and I'll do a whole video on all that cool KG gun coat, Cerakote, and he might even do like laser stuff, and he does a bunch of things and some really cool things. Anyhow, so the holster, we got this extra grommet. It's yellow here because I like yellow. If you can't tell, just looking around the video. And it's a Yeti-07, and I also asked Bill if he could move the belt loops further apart, because the further apart it is, the more stable I thought it should be. And I like it this way. I like the other one too. Is it more stable? I don't know. In theory, it seemed like it would be, so we tried it, and it works perfect. And so he had to adjust his mold so that he could basically clamp it together to put this grommet in it, and then still have some flex in the retention screw that's up, an inch away from it, to be able to grip the gun more or less depending on whatever people are into. I don't know. I don't really like the way it came. I put the gun in it. I was good with it and didn't need to adjust it. But it's been the case with just about every holster that I own. So in my fanny pack here, which was made by M-Dom, it's got this big open spot. I took a piece of parachute cord, tied it off to one of these Blue Force Gear, is it the UWL, or is that the big long one? It's the sling mount that's meant to fit on a bunch of different stuff. Anyhow, because I happen to have this laying around the house, it fits through the hole. I connect it in here the way it's meant to hold a gun, or a sling to a rifle. So now it's tied off to the fanny pack. I got the pistol in it. I just stuffed the whole pistol in the fanny pack, zip it up, great. And if I need it, grab the zipper, open it up, stuff my hand in there, grab the pistol. The holster is going to come out with it until it stops, and then it'll come the rest of the way off, and I've got a gun. So now, when I ever do my bug out classes or just spend time in the woods like I like to do, I don't have to have a special holster. The fanny pack just stays with my bug out bag. So I just take the holster I'm wearing, clip it off, dump it inside there, and now I can carry a holster while I'm carrying a backpack. In addition to that, see if I can get this thing out of here. It goes this way. In addition, now if I dump the pack, I'm still wearing the fanny pack, so I'm not unarmed if I want to take a 50-pound backpack off because I'm hiking all day. Same thing. I have one here for a shield. This is my wife's gun, and it's set up with an Alti clip, but same deal. We went with the Tremis signature colors, the gray and yellow, and with the yellow eyelet on it, but it's for shield, works the same way. And she totally loves this. She likes the Alti clip. Apparently women's clothes aren't just like a bunch of like Vertex cargo pants that, with a big SOE awesome belt on it. Sometimes they wear other stuff. Weirdos. And the Alti clip works great pretty much on a whole cornucopia of fucking pants. So she digs that, but we did the same thing. We Tremisized it. It's got the grommet on it, and fanny packable just as well. So the big news is you're going to be able to get this from Bill as well. And right now it is April 20-ish, 21st. I don't even know what day it is. I'm not wearing my watch. And they are moving. So like he's tearing his shop down, putting a new shop up, so he's getting a ton of backlog. And so this probably isn't going to help him at all, but when he gets moved over to the new place, maybe he'll have some of these orders waiting for him. And here is the deal: if you'd like to get the Tremis Series 07, he might even change the name, and it might be a 07.1. I know. It is going to only be available for the bills that are on the list. And if you haven't watched that video, there'll be a link. You should go watch that video and then come back here, but and finish watching this video. But those pistols are M&P, SIG 320, Glock 19, or the H&K VP9. Those are the holster or guns that you can get the Tremis holster for. If you have a different gun, you should buy a good one so that you have a good gun to throw into your fanny pack or tie off inside your purse or whatever it is that you want to maybe possibly tie it off to. Now with that, there's going to be some restrictions on the colors. There won't be any Cryptek. Alright, if you want the Yeti Cryptek, the white stuff, we'll let that go. But on the same token, your foot and your grommet, I think it's called a grommet. A rivet? I don't know. Whatever I think it's a grommet. Those are going to be yellow. So whatever color you're getting, pick one that'll go with yellow. Now here's where you get lucky. The color that looks worst with yellow is red. And there'll be no red either, because I do not like the color red. So Bill has graciously agreed there'll be no red, no Cryptek, and the accent colors will be yellow. So if you want that, and by the time Bill gets it all set up and running, I'll put a link down here where you can go straight to the Tremis options. But until then, the website for Bill's down here, the Facebook for Yeti-Tac's down here. Just send him a message and tell him you want to get in on ordering yourself a Tremis-sized Yeti-Tac holster so that you can fanny pack bug out with your same everyday carry holster and go on and be happy about your life. So with that, take it easy, and I'll see you guys around.